I really like nice product packages, especially when they're made with nice paper and nice colors. And I thought these are actually pretty good to draw on. So today I want to draw on them and then see if I can make them more fun. So let's start. I have a bad feeling about this. Something! This one is a pure white box with lots of space for me to draw on. The brand already has its art on there and I like it. I love simplistic looks. But I think this guy is a little bit too serious and I can help him to have some fun. So here we go. Since he has no legs in the drawing, I'm adding his legs to do a split. It's probably very straining for him, so his toes are curling and his legs are shaking. And he's breaking a little bit of sweat. Now that's the main piece, but I still have a lot of space, so I want to add some more fun stuff. I want to give our cool split guy some challenges, so I added this little mischievous guy poking one of his legs and this banana dancing on the other one. As I was drawing, I suddenly thought of a banana slip on a banana peel. Well, that was a mouthful, but it's not a good fit for the front, so I'm adding it to the back. You might be asking, why is it always bananas? It's because this coffee is called Banana Split. This is one of my recent favorite. It really tastes like banana, not the rotten type of banana flavor, but very sweet and creamy. It's so delicious. I rarely use posca markers, so I kept forgetting that it takes some time to dry. So here I put in yellow a little bit too early. The black lines are still wet, so the yellow got dirty and it looks like a rotten banana now. I tried to go over it one more time once it dried, but the paper starts to peel. This paper box is not coated. It has some tooth and it feels really nice to draw on, but it cannot handle too many rubbing. I really should use posca more. I wonder what would be the best paper for these markers. Anyway, I continued to draw more bananas in different poses, and I was trying to recall the flavor and the feeling I got from drinking the coffee. It was really soft and fluffy and smooth, so I just wanted to draw something that are fluffy. So I made this banana wearing some cloud or maybe marshmallows around him. Another flavor in this coffee is green melon. I think this pastel green would be a really good color combination with the yellow. So I'm adding a bunch of melons here, interacting with the bananas. But I think I screwed up here. I should have used white and not black for the lines on the melons. Now they look like they got smashed and cracked. I actually quite like this random banana on the back. He's really cautious and trying not to slip. To make it more obvious, I'm adding a guy who already has slipped and fell. Alright, I think the front and back are pretty full. I'm looking around to see what else I can add. Then I saw this space and some words about the shelf life at the bottom. The shelf life is quite long enough for you to leisurely enjoy the beans for a while. So here I added this guy enjoying a cup of coffee in this comfy pose, and the rose date. Obviously, I cannot write. I hope you can tell that it is a 4. Now the only space left is the top. What should I draw? I was thinking really hard, because it has the brand there, and I really don't want to mess it up. Then I got a hint from the back. It says, "Coffee tastes better when shared." Aw, that was so sweet! So I drew 2 little characters sharing a cup of coffee, and I tried to maintain this simplistic look to be consistent with the brand image. Alright, this is done! I really enjoy this colorful look. Let's move on to the next. Oh, I forgot to mention that I keep having this oil pastel box on the side, but I'm not gonna use them for drawing on the boxes because they're too thick. I just have these boxes so that my wrist is more comfortable. But it's still not high enough, so I added another sketchbook. Now it feels much better, and my strokes are more under control. The box is a soft apricot color with pale beige words, so overall it has a very soft look. I love the look, so I wanted to use a softer color as well. The orange was a little bit too saturated and too vibrant, so I switched to the brown and it looks really good. It's really easy to see but not too dark. This coffee has a cool name called Geometry. Originally, I thought to draw some geometric shapes, but that seems to be a bit too predictable and too boring. So I decided to draw a V60 brewer here with the iconic triangular shape. Although I failed to make it 60 degrees, but you get the idea. The flavor notes of this coffee is berry and stone fruits, and we love it as a filter coffee. It's so clean and fruity and sweet. It's such a nice cup to have in the morning to brighten up your day. Based on those thoughts, I drew a bunch of weird characters, some with berry heads, some with stone fruits heads, coming out from the bottom of the filter. They all looking very happy and cheerful, doing some funny poses. After I drew this guy, I realized that he's a little bit inappropriate. I swear this is an accident. It looks much better with the leaves, right? The more I look at him, the weirder he gets. Here I'm giving another try, adding some stripes and changing the eye shape. Oh well, this is the best I can do. Just don't pay attention to it. I like the chaotic and weird look, so I continue the theme on the side. I want to have a combination of different sized characters, so here I'm adding a big girl with berries on her bands and somehow a dog. Well, it just feels right to me. It's a happy daily life scene. To make the composition better and to use up the space above them, I'm adding some more wacky, happy characters, also trying to do some geometric big shapes. To balance out the design, I'm adding larger characters to the other side as well. This time with weird creatures peeking out behind her or under her big dress. The shape of her dress is too empty, so I added some more creatures on top. Then I realized I haven't added mangoes yet. It's a stone fruit. So here I'm adding a cup mango with bendy long legs. And then I went over the packaging to add some dark tones here and there to create the overall balance. Now the top of the box. I feel once again the pressure of not messing with the logo. Their logo is a skull. Cool, but kinda scary for the happy scene I created. So I'm drawing a bunny behind the skull. Now it looks like it's just a mask. Not scary at all. And this bunny is the one throwing fruits into the brewer. And on the side, I drew another bunny carrying over more fruits to her. It says on the box that the coffee is sustainably roasted by the sun. So here I drew a sun and I kept the overall theme very lighthearted. Now the back has lots of words and pattern, but I got intrigued by the curling pattern. I think it's a snake, and I couldn't resist to draw behind it. I really enjoy drawing things peeking out from behind something. I think it's just fun to see creatures interacting with each other. Over here at this corner, I still have some space, so I drew a bunny behind the brand. I always misspell when I try to put words in a drawing, so I had to double check at the top to make sure I got the spelling correct. Alright, this one is done. I really like the monochrome look. Let's do another box. The color on this box is a pretty dark gray. It's super cool. I debated between using the white marker and the chrome marker, and decided to go with the chrome. It's really reflective and has a really nice coverage, so I think it'll match the cool looking box. The only thing is that it's a little bit too thick for the details I want to draw. The first thing come to my mind was to draw the coffee cherries. This is because I read that a special drying method was used for those beans. Most traditional and widely used method is to leave the coffee cherries under the sun for weeks to dry. But for this coffee, they're dried on a raised bed under shades and has really good airflow. It sounds pretty comfortable for the beans, right? So here I'm drawing coffee beans walking out happily and marching towards their beds. This coffee has a beautiful floral aroma. It's really clean and bright. So to show this, I'm using many different vibrant colors to draw flowers raining down. The paper for this box is coated, so the color doesn't really stay well. I had to go over several times for a certain area to make sure it's completely filled. I also used a chrome marker to give it a rough outline in silver. I think this adds a cool hand-drawn effect. And the mirror finish goes really well with the vibrant colors, especially when you're looking at it under the light. Alright, the front is done. I haven't thought about the other side yet. But looking around, the light colored words has high contrast to the box, so I don't really want to draw over the words like the apricot box. So I decided to have the happy coffee beans marching all the way to the back into a coffee cup. For the top, I could draw another character behind the skull, but I wanted to do something different. This idea might be cliche, but I haven't tried it before and it looks nice, so I'm gonna do it. I'm drawing flowers coming out from the skull, raining down. And there I'm back to the side again. I guess I have a problem with blank spaces and I just want to fill it up, so I drew this girl taking coffee beans from the cherries. This box of coffee is from their higher end lineup, so it came with a card describing the story, and it has a slot in the back. I guess this guy's name is Sebastian and the farmer who grew the coffee. Thanks to him, we have this amazing coffee to enjoy, so I made a card of him peeking out from the back, perfectly fit in the slot. Okay, so this one is done too. I'm happy with the cute figure and the cool vibe. And let's do something different next. I've been drawing on boxes, but this one is a pretty glass bottle. I think I have enough space to draw on, but I don't want to get the label dirty, so I peeled it off first. Luckily, the quality of the glue is really good and didn't leave any residual. I never used a posca marker on glass before, so it does take some time to get used to. There's always some streak left from the strokes, especially when filling in a larger area. I googled and saw some people are doing fine, some do have streaks. I'm so confused. But even with the streak, it does have its own look. It's pretty interesting. But I was just really curious. Was it because my pen tip is too dry so that it creates the streaks? So I pumped it out on the bottle and that was the wrong move. Lots of paint came out, so I had to switch to a brush to spread it faster. But there was still a lot of paint left and I didn't want to waste it, so I tried to use it to paint another monster on the other side. But when I turned the bottle around, it leaked all over the base. It was such a mess. Then I thought maybe I can try to pump out more paint on the paper and just dip. It did give me more control, but when I go over the dried area, it's reactivating the bottom layer and creates little pillings. Doesn't look good. Okay, I guess I just have to be okay with the streaky look. Oh, it's so messy, I haven't even talked about the design yet. I'm trying to draw mini monsters at the bottom with their mouth wide open, so when I fill in the beans, it'll look like they're eating them. Hopefully. I love the color blocks, but I think adding the black outlines will make it easier to see and create more impact. And it worked. I really like the result. It's kind of childish and playful. Now let's put the label back on and test it out. It says you can reuse the bottle for 100 yen discount. I wonder what would happen if I bring this bottle back to Glitch. This looks pretty good, and it's such a great way to recycle packagings. Now I really can't throw them out, can I? So here are all the packagings we did today. Let's pretend we're in a coffee shop. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!